How did you feel when it was proposed to you about this fight that it would have to happen in Australia? I know you talked about fighting in enemy territory in the past, but 50,000 people, it's a long flight from Vegas. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I knew that it was gonna have to be in Australia from the jump. So, it really I wasn't shaking up about it. I knew that if it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen in Australia. So it wasn't a big deal for me. Honestly, I don't think that it really has set in that it's gonna happen in Australia. It's really just like another fight for me.
Have you gotten confirmation that there will be no Australian judges?
Yeah, it's definitely confirmation. That was before the fight was even set that it would be no Australian judges. It's all neutral judges, and yeah.
You had a press conference with him recently. You weren't in the same, country as him. You were, I think, in LA and he was in Australia. But there seems to be some bad blood between you guys. How would you describe your feelings towards George?
I wouldn't say it's no bad blood. He's stuck in his ego right now. Right now, he's on his high horse, and he's coming off the victory against To, and he feels like he's the man, and nobody can tell him different. And that's just for me to show him June 4th that he's not the guy that he really thinks he is, or that the people around him thinks he is, and that's what I'll do.
He kept calling you kid.
Yeah, he was calling me kid and boy, and that's what I was really didn't like because it's just some stuff it's off limits. You don't say, and if you know, then you understand. And I know that he knows that it's off limits for to say those kind of things, but it is what it is.
And so do you feel at this point like he is overhyped? Did you not like what did you think of his performance against Tio?
I thought he put on a great performance. He went in there and he beat him. I thought he beat him clear. I thought it was a clear victory. It was a good fight though. It was an exciting fight. But no, he put on a great performance. But that was against Tio. I'm a different fighter. I said time and time again that I will beat Tio. So we'll see. We'll see who comes out on the top and the difference between me and difference from Tio.
Your father in that press conference said that you guys signed up for this twice. When he was kind of saying that you didn't want this and all this stuff. When was the first time?
No, it's a two fight deal.
Right.
So
Oh, so when
when
he
I
said, okay, got it,
yeah, yeah.
because it'll be
So
an immediate rematch.
yeah. So when I beat him the first time, we got to fight again in Australia. So you can never say that I didn't want it because I didn't sign up. I didn't say, hey, you got to come here and fight me in the U.S.
Right.
after I beat you once. I said, you know what? I'm coming back. I'm
Now,
gonna do it
why is
again
that?
there.
Why was that part of the deal? Why do you have to do the rematch? If you win, why do you have to go back to Australia?
Yeah, because he's a diva, and that's what that's what he insisted for the fight to get made. But it's fine. Well, I just know that the type of fighter that I am, the type of person I am. If I could beat you once, I know I could beat you twice. So it's fine.
He said that the original plan was Lomachenko, but because of the situation in Ukraine, he had to move on to you. But I saw his tweet to Lomachenko and said, "Let me get rid of this guy, and then the real champions will fight." What did you make of that?
Yeah, the real champions will be me and Loma. It won't be him. He won't be the guy. And he'll see. I'll show him that I'm on a different level than this guy. He can say what he want to say. He does a lot of talking, but it's different. It's different, and the world will see. He will see on the June 4th.
Do you like when you fight someone who kind of tries to poke you and get under your skin? Does that raise your
Uh,
motivation?
honestly, it makes no difference. Honestly, like it's the same thing. I'm gonna go in there and do what I'm gonna do regardless, whether he talks, whether he doesn't. It doesn't motivate me or doesn't like not motivate me. It is what it is. I'm gonna go in there and do my job like a true professional, whether he talks or whether he doesn't.
So the fight is almost essentially a month away. How how much in advance will you go to Australia so that your body is, completely acclimatized to
Yeah,
the time zone?
yeah. I'm gonna be there 3 weeks before to adjust to the timing, the climate. Because when it's summer here,
Hmm.
it's winter there. And, I'm in Vegas, so it's hot. So we're just gonna get adjusted to the air and all that. And 3 weeks before.
Would it be fair to say this is the biggest purse of your career?
Um, Yeah, I would say it's the biggest purse, but I'm definitely it's not nothing that's it's not much bigger than
Really?
what my last purse was. Yeah, it's not much bigger, but I believed in myself, my skills, my talent, um, and I said, you know what, whatever the money is, forget the money. I want to win more than I want the money. So I'm not going to hold this fight up to keep negotiating about money or nothing like that. I really want to win more than anything. I want my name to be in the history books forever. So uh, if I got to take the pay cut because I could have made more money. I would have made more money if I would have stayed with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. But that's why I said that that's why I've been saying that I took a pay cut, but it is what it is.
Wow. Okay. So do you feel as though, like, basically, like, do you feel like you're being disrespected by the amount of money that they offered you and you just had to take it for the opportunity, or are you at peace with it? Like, are you annoyed about this or are you okay with it?
No, no, I'm at peace with it because I want to win more than I want the money. I don't care about the money. I made a lot of money already, more money than a lot of people even know. So it is what it is.
Have you had a chance to meet Bob Arum, spend time with him?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I met Bob. We flew
What's he like?
we flew on a jet from Vegas to LA. He's a cool guy. It's crazy to think that he's 90
Yes.
years old, but he's a legend. He's still doing it at 90 years old. And I asked him, I said, why do you still do this? You're 90 years old. You're rich. You don't even need to. He said, just because he genuinely loves it. So you got to respect a guy like that. 90 years old, still going to work every day.
Incredible. I mean, a real legend of the sport, all the people that he has promoted over the years, Ali, I mean, the list goes on and on. So I know it's a huge honor for you. And again, getting a chance to fight on ESPN and not on pay-per-view. This is going to be in prime time here in the United States, Saturday night, June 4th on ESPN. That's a pretty big freaking deal. Like, well over 1 million people are going to be watching this, I would imagine.
Yeah, this is a huge deal. This fight is going to be my most watched fight by far. I've been fighting on DAZN, which obviously we know that the eyeballs is not like ESPN prime time, and I'm finally going to get my shot in front of the world for the world to see. And it couldn't have happened at a better time.
I saw recently on social media you've been training and spending some time with Terence Crawford. What
Mhm.
have you been learning from him? Like, what about him has really made an impression on you?
Terrence has just been showing me little tricks, that he does in the ring, and little things that's going to propel my skill set, yeah, even more.
George was at your last fight against Linares, and he was kind of like sitting there. He was like, "Hey, impress me, not impress me." And you did the post fight interview with DAZN, and he's a part of the thing. Did you like how that was all set up in terms of like you? It was almost set up like Devin has to do something to impress this guy so that you can win the sweepstakes. And I was trying to read your
Yeah,
body language, and I wasn't sure if you were down with all of that.
yeah, I didn't like that because it's like, why do I need to impress you? At the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's champion versus champion, and for all the belts, it does. I don't need to impress you. I can go in there and look terrible as long as I win. Then you should want to make the fight happen. It isn't. I need to put on a good performance or whatever the type of performance up to your standards. What does it matter?
I see on your Instagram a lot of jewelry, man. Holy smokes! How much? What do you think is like the total combined worth of all the jewelry you own? It's insane what you're
uh,
rocking.
I got 2 million in jury.
What?
2 million, yeah,
Jeez,
2 million
Louise.
in jury, yeah.
And you think you think that's okay? Like, is that enough, or are you trying to go for
Yeah,
more?
no, 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 no. I got enough. I got enough. I got enough jewelry. Like, I want to like buy some more properties and stuff like that. Some investment properties and some trucks to invest in. Some transporting trucks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I got enough jewelry.
This the classic story of the young boxers. They make all the money, they spend all the money. Do you feel like you are on the straight path here, where you won't fall
Yeah,
into those same
yeah.
traps? And who is responsible for that? Would you say it's your
And
father?
what's Yeah, a lot of people don't know that I've been making money for a while now, and I made well over 2 million. So, and I didn't buy jewelry until now, to where I could buy it three, four, 5 times. So all the jewelry that I got, I could buy many more times.
Sure.
So I just bought it now. not I wouldn't say late in my career because I'm still early, but late into my millions
Right.
that I bought jewelry. So yeah, and it's just different now. I don't want to be like I want to be a role model for kids to invest and do right by their money. I'm tired of being the I don't want to be the guy anymore that just gives kids be the wrong role model for kids to just go buy jewelry, go spend all their money and do things like that.
I've heard you say that you're kind of like now in the pretty boy phase of your career, but then soon comes Money Mayweather. But I've seen you with the money and the jewelry. I feel like you're in the Money Mayweather phase right now. Like I didn't,
Yeah, no, no, I don't want to be in that phase right now. Of course, I love money, but right now it's legacy, and that's where I'm at in my career. I want to be the best boxer, the most skillful fighter in the world, and that's why I'm in a pretty boy phase because this is my time to really put uh, my boxing skills on display.
at some point when you get older, do you want to be the bad guy like he was? Like you want to play the heel? That was part of the Money Mayweather, stage of
Yeah,
his career.
I want to just be me. I mean, if that comes, then that comes. It is what it is. I don't know, but I never want to get out of character or try to be somebody that I'm not, because I just truly believe in my talent, my skills, and I know that the money will come regardless.
George was critical of the way you speak. He says you stutter a lot, and that surprised him. What's your response to that?
I'm not here to impress George. He can say what he want to say. Um, I could care less if I stutter, if I don't stutter. Um, it is what it is.
He's
Who
really
is he
trying
to
to
judge?
he's really trying to get under your skin, huh?
Yeah, he's trying his best to get me out of character, like he did T.O. T.O. went in there and just ran at him like a madman because he was out of character. But he can't get in my head. It is what it is. George is nobody for me to impress, and it is what it is.
So in your mind, how do you win on June 4th?
Skills pay the bills, and I'm the more skillful fighter. There's none that he does better than me. I got more speed. I got more power. I got more ring IQ. I'm the bigger fighter. Um, all odds are stacked against him in the ring, and I will show on June 4th.
And so if all goes to plan, does the rematch have to happen by a certain time?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure
Uh-huh.
exactly, but I don't think so.
Okay. But if you do win, the rematch has to happen. And then let's assume here that you win that. Your first title defense against someone not named George Kambosos. In your perfect scenario, who would it be against next year?
Yeah, I'll fight anybody. I'm not ducking or dodging nobody. I want to fight the top guys. I've been saying this for a while now. Whether it's at 135 or 140, it makes no difference. But I can't say right now. This is the Super Bowl of the lightweight division. This is the biggest fight for everything. So it's hard for me to look past him and pick and choose somebody different after. Right now, I'm so focused on him that I can't even look past.
Thank you for watching this portion of the Ariel Helwani show. For the entire conversation, I do suggest you check it out. Click here.